Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, March the 7th. The time right now, Singapore is 1:08 in the afternoon. Overnight on Wall Street, everything was quiet. Everything across all asset classes was basically holding on its breath. Basically, the market is just waiting for two things to happen. Of course, we have the non-farm payroll on Friday, but before that, we have the Fed Chairman Powell going to be doing a testimony in front of Congress, and there will be two testimony that he is doing. So basically, the market is going to watch out for what new things that he may be saying. I don't think there will be anything new coming up from him because he has been always been maintaining the line in which interest rate is likely to stay higher for longer. So I think that will be the main theme. So not likely to present any major surprise. I think the surprise will come on Friday. So based on what happened overnight, you can see that the market has been very, very quiet in anticipation. But if you look back last week before the market closes on Thursday and Friday, we see a bump up in equity prices. As far as the US equity index is concerned, it has actually laid the groundwork for actually going higher. Now, when we look at the Dow Jones itself, we can see the market bottoms out at 32,500, and then we have Thursday rising, on Friday rising. Yesterday, we also have a bit of a attempt to rally, but the market closes on a weak note, but still it managed to close with a small gain. Okay, so I think the market is laying the ground for higher prices going forward. Then if you look at the overall structure from the low at 28,660, we can see the market has actually traced out a 5-wave pattern. Okay, so when you have a 5-wave pattern, it means this is the dominant trend and the market wants to go up. So after a 5-wave pattern, normally what we'll see is a corrective pattern. Usually it's in a 3-wave formation. So in this case, it's a very simple 3-wave. Ideally, we want to see market come down to 32,200. But in this case, based on what we saw last week, 32,500 seems to be the bottom for this round here. So if this is the case, market is getting ready to rally beyond 34,712. So this is going to be relatively bullish. Okay, so do watch out for market going higher going forwards in the next few weeks itself. Okay, then over in the S&P 500, we can see the structure is very different. From the low of 3,491 last October, the market went up to a high of just under 4,200, and then it stalled. Okay, the first leg here is worth about 200 points, and the market pulls back, and then you can see that this leg here does not look complete. So there's a possibility market will do this and go higher. So what I think it may actually possibly happen is that we can have another 3-wave rally here. Okay, so we can get equality. So if we get an equality move, that would be fantastic, because that will mean that the market is gunning for 4,360. Okay, it's very, very close to the ideal target of 4,374. Okay, so by and large taken as a whole, there's a possibility the market may actually trade to the upside. Okay, over in the Nasdaq 100, unlike the S&P 500, we actually have quite a symmetrical look in the first leg of this move relative to the second wave of this move here. From 10,440 to 12,881, the market looks like it has completed a very symmetrical equality move all the way here. So basically what we are worried right now is that if this is the case, does it mean that the market has already peaked at 12,881 and is getting ready to come down? Again, there's always the possibility. So, but because we look at the other equity index, it does suggest that there is a bit more room to the upside. So if this is the case, maybe something else may happen in Nasdaq. So we take the clue from the Dow Jones itself. Okay. Over in Asia, the market has been very, very positive. You can see in Hang Seng, the market has actually gone up a little bit this morning. And based on overall structure, the market is basically still in a very bearish mood. But since last November, we can see that the market has been rallying very, very strongly. And of course, it helps that China has opened up, and of course, the last week we see some very encouraging number coming up from China in terms of the Purchasing Managers Index. Both manufacturing and non-manufacturing sectors seems to be coming back alive, and that is underpinning the Chinese equity markets, and that of course have a spillover effect into Hong Kong. And so based on this, I think there's a possibility going forward, because of the relative strength of the Chinese equity market, it may actually take the Hang Seng a little bit higher. So when we compare this to, let's say, the CSI 300, which is the Shanghai index, not the Shanghai Composite Index, but CSI 300 index, which is also another major equity index. You can see that the rise here is so far three-wave in character, and it came very, very close to the ideal target of 4,313, and market topped out at 4,267.6. So there is a risk that the market may have already topped up, but because of the way it pulls back, it gives confidence to the idea that maybe there's going to be another push higher, because this is a three-wave pullback, and three-wave are always corrective, and of course it can develop into something more complex. But for now, let's assume that this is all that we see, and the market could be getting ready to gun higher towards 4,313, at least in the short to medium term. Okay, over in crude oil itself, we can see crude oil prices has been trying to go higher, and because of the rally from $70.07, this is a three-way potential rally. So top side at the very most, we are looking at $84.75 to somewhere no more than $87.70. So you can see the top sides are quite limited. I'm already long the crude oil, and I hope to get out at least for the first one of my position. I will probably take profit at $82.60, and the other one I'll just hope the market can go a little bit higher, perhaps another $2 higher, and then I will exit all my trades and then watch, because if this is a three-wave, the odds is that the market may actually unravel, okay, and go below $70 per barrel. But the one that actually got me excited is natural gas. Natural gas has been falling for ages, from the high of above $10 to near $2 for a $80 80% decline. So this market has been seriously oversold. So it's about time the market have a rebound, and we get a rebound last week. When we go down to the 4 hours time frame, the rebound become very obvious to us. You can see that this market has been going up, and I didn't get a chance to buy until yesterday, when the market mysteriously have a pullback here, and actually I placed my order at this level here at $2.56, and I got my order was filled, and now I'm holding on to a long position. I have two more orders at the bottom here, because I do not believe market will take out $2.08 this round. So there's a bit of an upside potential. Ideally, market can go higher to test at least the $3.45 level. So there's going to be quite a bit of a room here, and of course this is just the immediate target. Market could actually evolve into something very, very different, but for now this is my target. Okay, over in gold market, we did see the market actually pulls back marginally last night, and the low so far is at $1,810.80 basis the front month COMEX gold market. Okay, so we can see that this rebound unfortunately looks like a three-wave. So it means that at the most the market may actually test $1,882, and then if it may actually unravel from there. So I also hold long position, not because I actually saw this move coming. I was actually long way back, so I've been holding on to this long position for quite some time. So now I have a chance to get out with my shirt intact, and I have three positions basically. One was stop out, and I have three more. Actually I got four. One was stop out at the low end here, and the other three was I maintained those positions, and they are all positive now. So all I need now for the market is to push one more wave higher, and I will exit all my long position, and in the meantime I will protect the existing long position, and there's very likelihood the market will unravel after the market fails to convincingly take up $1,882. Over in silver market, we are also seeing a very shallow rebound. Again, this is a three-wave structure, not good, and the immediate resistance very obviously will be at $22.12 basis the front month COMEX silver futures here. So if this is the case, either the market unravel from here, or the market evolve into one more set of three wave, and that would be quite perfect for the market to actually crawl its way all the way to $22 and maybe 10 cents. And if it couldn't maintain and couldn't break above this price level, maybe it will also unravel together with gold. Okay, over in dollar, we can see dollar has been pulling back, and there's no neat structure right now. Now, if you look at the longer pattern of dollar, the risk is that the dollar may actually go down a bit more. Okay, so we can see from the high of 114.75, the market has unfolded in a potentially five ways structure. We have 1, 2, 3, And this could be part of a fall. If this is part of a fourth wave, that means the market will go down and take out 100.68 eventually. So there is this negative bias for dollar to come off over the medium term. So be careful when you trade the dollar. Is this a time to go in and buy dollar? I do not think it is time yet. There's a risk the market may actually come down. So far, the market pullback is only 3 wave, and if it maintains 3 wave, maybe it will just continue to struggle. Okay, so there's a target here 103.88, but if the market accelerates to the downside, obviously the higher time frame bearish outlook is going to override. Okay, so if the dollar is going to come back down, that means all other major currencies may actually rally. So far, the market has rebounded in 3 waves. So we have a first set of 3 waves, top out at 106.91, and it looks like the market may be doing another set. Okay, and possibly the market may actually grind a lot higher than this. Okay, so at the bare minimum, I think the market may have a chance to actually challenge 108 itself. Okay, so watch out for this particular move. Over in sterling, the market has been locked within a very narrow range. You can see this market has been locked within this level of let me see what is the level, 119, and the upper end here is at 121. So market has been trading range bound, and it needs to break out of this range. So if the market can go up, I mean the dollar comes off, then the sterling may have a chance to actually rebound, and we'll have to see whether when it comes close to 121, what is it going to do. Okay, so maybe the opportunity right now is not in sterling. The opportunity may not even be in anywhere else. So in the Aussie market, we can see that the market is also pulling back, and likewise the market is also looking to rally eventually. So I think there's a bottom side here. 0.6585 is probably going to be the absolute bottom here. The market is probably going to find a bottom somewhere around 0.6880 to 0.6635. So if the market have a pullback here, look for buy signal, because I think the market may eventually take off to the upside. Now, when we talk about dollar coming back down, we also see that dollar yen is also slowing down somewhat. The high traded this round is at 137.10, and you can see the market has been pulling up. Although the pullback has been very, very shallow, but it can accelerate anytime. Okay, so do watch out for a massive unraveling in dollar yen. Okay, dollar CAD also remains in consolidation. The upper end is a 136.65, as you can see, and the bottom end is probably going to be controlled at 135.35 levels. Okay, so between this range of prices, market will have to resolve to one direction, either to the upside or to the downside. So in the meantime, like I said, the market opportunity this week is probably not in currency market. It could be somewhere else, and somewhere else is likely to fall into this category, the cryptocurrencies. I have been looking at crypto. Last Friday, we all know what happened. The market actually sell off early in the morning in Asia, and of course, on hindsight, we know what was the reason the market sold off was because Silvergate, which is a digital bank, has made a filing to the SEC saying that it may not be a going concern. That means to say that it may not even survive. It is probably heading for bankruptcy, and that causes the market to actually unravel to the downside. And over the last 72 hours, we can see market has not gone any lower, but I think that may change very, very quickly, and the catalyst could be anything. Okay, so do a simple thing like this. Okay, draw a support line. If the market breaks and close out below this line, it's going to go lower, and I think the low is not very far away. I think the market may actually be able to hold out at 21,400 or $21,370. Okay, so if the market actually pulls back down, test this low end here at 21,376 and end up with a reversal, I'm going to take that signal and going to buy it. Okay, because I think the market has a lot of potential. When we look at a higher time frame, we can see that the market has traced out a 5-wave rally, and we have a 3-wave pullback. Very similar structure to what we saw in the US equity market, and this is actually a classic setup. And just have to don't put your stop below this immediately. Because the market may actually try to shake out any buying position by going marginally below here and then reverse. Wait for that reversal to come in then before you buy. Okay, do not buy in anticipation, because the market could actually do a fake move here, take out all the weekends and then reverse. Okay, so wait for the reversal to come in. Once you see the reversal comes in, go and buy, and then put your stop below whatever the low is, whether it is below 21,376 or whatever the new low is. Okay, so we have to look at the structure here. Okay, over in the Ethereum, we're also seeing something quite similar. We have a 5-wave rally from $1,071.50 all the way to 1,742. Okay, this is a 5-wave, very clear cut, and the market is pulling back in potentially a 3-wave pullback here, and the ideal price will be $1,494. Okay, so I think there's a good chance this low here at $1,463.20 may actually hold, and even if it breaks, look out for that sudden move back up again. Okay, so I think I'm going to focus on these two tokens rather than the other asset classes. So I think this is where the opportunity lies, I think, this week. There you have it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.